Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
All right, so I just want to I want to have some time to explain certain things that I guess we never really covered that is important, I believe. Although I don't see it that much important. But
I think I know what you're about to talk about.
Yeah, so you know what it is? Okay, yes, we're YouTubers. Okay, well, I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like you're a YouTuber, whatever. We do videos, we do podcasts on the news, on Doctor Who, on the Everything Show, movies, comics, figures. What people don't realize is that we don't do this 24/7 because we have work. We have work. In some cases, I have like 5 different jobs, and Scott has a job, and people work.
Yeah.
So it isn't a situation where
I don't start stinking.
Yeah, it isn't a situation where the moment news hits that we just have it where we could do casts on it, because a lot of times we can't. Now, we did like about 6 casts last night, something like that.
And probably the other thing to remember, what I think they're forgetting is there's like a 6, 7 o'clock window between UK time and us.
5 hours, right?
5 to 6 hours.
You guys are 5 hours ahead.
So a lot of times we're either
sleeping,
asleep, or we're off having a life, doing our own job. So we can't. So no sooner than we wake up or we get home or do it, then we can cover it.
See, we usually do casts, but depending on when I get home, it's like 10 o'clock to at least 1:30. 2 o'clock is pushing, okay? But then it's I'll be trying to go to sleep for the next half hour or whatever. Most of the time I don't get to sleep till 3. But once it hits like the 1:30, 2 o'clock time, like that's basically it. And even if now news did come in, like we said at night, it does, and wee hours in the morning, and I sent you a text.
Yeah.
But I wasn't about to do a cast.
Yeah.
Because we're freaking tired.
Yeah, and if they saw us this morning, you could understand. I could barely hold my eyes open because I just woke up.
Now, I got an alarming, people were concerned about the cast this morning. Which is, thank you guys. But I know David Aston was concerned, and he basically was saying your life is more important. Oh my God, you're working yourself too much. Look, it's a thing where I love doing casts. Don't get me wrong, but make no mistake about it, I'm not going to hurt my health for a podcast or for YouTube in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
We actually did more than 6 casts yesterday because we had 2 casts that we got scrapped.
Yeah.
It was about 8 casts yesterday, and then I wound up playing Rayman. Then I wound up writing. I went to bed. So this morning, wee hours in the morning, and again, I really didn't get that much sleep. So people were sending me messages like, how could you not cover the news? Like, what the hell? What's going on? You're 5 hours ahead. So I'm not going to be doing casts at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. People have to work. People have to sleep. So, like, I know I'm not saying anything bad to the people that are asking me why the hell we not, this isn't a thing where we go on we're not like that. It's like I work, we do things. That doesn't take away my love for Doctor Who, but there's a time and a place, and a time and a place. When other podcasters, they do stuff, they never do stuff throughout the day or at night. Maybe they'll do it in the wee hours in the morning, or everybody has a time schedule. Ours is no different. It's very rare that you'll get us in the morning, okay? Because I'm usually working. Now, in this rare instance, I'm not working until another 2 hours. But we're getting like a storm, like on massive scale here.
Yeah. Like
from the hurricane, the after effects, which I don't know what it's going to be like later, where the job's going to even be open. But, and even then, we did stuff today. We had to do stuff today. It's not like we can just do casts all day long. It doesn't work like that. I have a job, too, where I write for a magazine, and I can't just do casts all the time. And then I'm also working on a book.
I'm either watching a buddy of mine, or I'm walking around as well.
I manage one thing. I do a magazine. Or I'm a freelance writer. So there's all these different things we're doing. But it doesn't mean we don't care about Doctor Who, and it doesn't mean that we drop the ball. Just the contrary. We didn't drop the ball. There's no. Yes, it would be nice to be the first one out of the starting gate getting the article out, but I don't really care about that. My thing is about, yes, you worry about your health, you worry about you eat, you whatever. So when we get to it, we get to it, just like the same like other YouTubers. It's a thing. So yes, you didn't get your news on time, but okay, you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not bashing anybody that's saying that, but then also too, don't worry about our health are fine. I mean, look, I'm not going to overwork myself. Believe me when I tell you when it comes to the podcast. I may overwork myself with the five jobs that might put my health in jeopardy, but not the podcast. The podcast is a distressor. You know what I'm saying? So after we get all that dirty laundry out of there, I got news days ago, but I didn't report anything because I think it was like 2 days ago, because I didn't understand the context of, is this real or not?
Yeah.
Because it didn't sound to me, you know. There's a funny story. When I did a book, somebody had put a negative review on my book about exercise bikes and different things and whatever, right? So when someone said this to me and I saw the story about, you know, and again, they just sent it to me and it doesn't show that it's from Doctor Who. We're saying a life-changing bike ride. Right away, I'm like, what is this bullshit? Right? I'm like, who the fuck is sending me this? What is this bullshit bike ride? That's like the negative review I got for my book, and it has nothing to do with a bike ride. You know, you don't think like shit like that is a Doctor Who episode. Like, what the, whatever. So now we're going to give you, I guess, spoilers about these Doctor Who episodes. Some about, I'll read this statement here. We've been working hard to stay quiet until now in order to that audience aren't spoiled. And also, so our stories make it onto television in the most exciting way possible. But now we're getting excited about showing you Epzo, which I guess is a villain. Then there's a comma, then it's a life-changing bike ride, right? Then there's a comma, Robertson, there's a comma, the UX, comma, Umbrine, comma, Rosa, comma, Desolation, comma, Kandoka's Moon, and Ribbons. Now, if you see a paragraph like that and you don't see Doctor Who on that,
yeah,
you have no idea what the fuck that is.
No, I'd listen to that unless somebody says,
I wouldn't have, like, and again, the person that sent me,
okay, what
right,
is
the person that sent to me, he sent it to me, and it didn't even say it was Doctor Who, because we talk about comics too, so I was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck? And I put a question mark, like, what is this? You know, like, you know, and I didn't know that that's a spoiler, which, I'm sorry, I can't get excited about somebody called Ribbon or something. Like I don't know where the fuck they're getting these names from. Ribbons? Oh my God, I'm so afraid of the villain called Ribbons. Like yeah. Like the names are not even exciting.
Yeah.
To make it like, oh shit.
Whisperman. That sounds.
It's not like the Daleks.
Yeah.
Or the stop Ribbons. Like who the fuck? Like that's in ear out the other. One ear and out the other, like, you lost me.
Yeah.
So I can't get excited about a bike ride. I can't get excited about an episode because you know what? You're not even showing us a damn trailer, so we don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
And if you attempt to, Chibnall and his czars are going to
see, when they do these articles, it's like we're expected to know what the fuck they're talking about because they know what the fuck they're talking about. But we don't got pictures. We don't got shit. So a word is a word. And then when you follow it by exercise bike or like a bike ride, I don't signify that with Doctor Who and time travel. And then Rosa, now we know Rosa.
Like you said, we do umpteen dozen casts, so how do we know this doesn't relate to the horror?
Like, it sounds to me as boring as fuck, but I mean, it really does. It sounds to me boring as fuck, but I could be wrong. But maybe it's just got shitty names for titles or villains or something. I don't know. But then Rosa, we know Rosa's Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks,
you know? I mean, but this was not a thing, earth-shattering moment where you got to drop everything you're doing in your life and run to it and make a plot. I mean, yes, we want to do Doctor Who news, but you're not giving a shit, really. You know, so here's your spoilers, I guess. You know, sorry we couldn't get to you earlier, but, you know, that's that. Then we got another thing about, we got artwork for another thing, which looks pretty good. I'm going to screen share this artwork picture. which at least we know where the money's going.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that a little bit of sarcasm because, like, we were wondering where the money's going.
So basically, remember the next time you
all these beautiful art pieces.
That is awesome. That's
awesome too. But you know what? We know where the money's going. But I just hope that the money goes.
That looks like something Alex Ross, the famous artist, would have done.
Yeah, but I'm just hoping though that the money is going towards. Besides that, is going towards the villains too. Like not, a cardboard box or anything. I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen. But again, I love this. I love the other artwork. This will probably be our thumbnail. This one. Beautiful job. Connor sent that to me, by the way.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you, Connor. And that was coming from the Dr. TV UK website. So yeah, I mean, the artwork is, I gotta say, 100% beautiful. Two things I've seen already beautiful. Nothing negative to say about it at all. Finally, something that's working.
I'd love to see them I would really love to see them 3D that thing.
I mean, it looks great.
It almost set up as like they did with the 50th anniversary pictures, how they would go and.
So there is that. Now, once again, the woman who fell to earth and the ghost monument were the titles. Now, we covered that today, and there's nothing shattering news about that because she regenerates, she don't remember herself. The next episode, yes, that is interesting. That's interesting because we do get something, something that is not predictable. But again, you're giving us crumbs. So it's hard for us to react to something when you're giving us sentences. Like, I don't have pictures, I don't have this, I don't have trailers, I don't have nothing. I mean, you want us to get excited about a sentence or a word, and it's like, well, you would because you know what it is.
Oh, look, I've got a Doctor Who sneak peek.
Yeah, like, what is that? I don't know what the hell, you know what I'm saying? So this is not being negative. This is being constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Towards Chibnall and, oh my God, I can't wait. You see Enzo or whatever the hell it is. I'm like, okay, like, wow, could you show us a damn trailer? Maybe.
Yeah.
So I know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, at least the new
because nobody's going to get excited about the most greatest. Nobody's going to get excited about this monumental bike ride that.
No.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we don't know if it's a chase scene.
Show us.
Shada or just a simple.
Show us.
Look.
Basically, show us. Another thing is Chris Chibnall had conditions before he took the job.
Yeah.
The main condition was that the doctor had to be a woman. And this is him talking. He says, we knew in our gut it was about time and it felt right. Decision. The character is not gender specific in any way, really. If ever there was a character that ever defined by gender, it's the Doctor. The Doctor is gender fluid in this sense. Now, I have to completely 100%
about gender, and then they come back and say,
well, I want to completely disagree with his statement because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it was that he was a man. Despite being an alien, there are races when there's men and women, probably aliens.
Yeah.
And there's other things. But the Time Lords are very close to human type of capabilities, I guess, looking like humans. So he was a man forever. And he was never a woman before. And they made it a thing in their writing to show even Missy. Oh, even the Master communicating about Missy. So when the dialogue from Moffat is coming out of the Master's mouth, it sure as hell doesn't sound like, it's a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
For them to switch sex. Even though you could put some lines in there to try to retcon history, that is not what happens. In fact, even in Doctor's Wife, they said it happened once, the Corsair. And then it happened a few times because it was hip after the Time War or during the Time War because, the rules are out the window, regeneration limits, whatever. But
yeah.
Time Lords are getting bored with their billions of years existence, and now they're switching sex because they're bored. But you know what? That wasn't always the case for them completely. So no, I do disagree. That is bullshit by far.
And there's also word that he wants to, in a future incarnation, he's going to be swaying towards the LGBT community.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, this is all about PC culture. This is about social justice warriors. Make no mistake about it. This isn't Doctor Who. This is people's agendas, whether it be the BBC, whether it be Chibnall, implementing it in Doctor Who. And when it comes time for a new showrunner to be that don't agree with this philosophy and can make movements in the BBC, they will change the thing completely.
Yeah.
And they'll make it like, no, the Doctor wasn't gender fluid.
Change it. It's going to be because the show's been on hiatus because things have totally gone down the drain.
See, the UK and America, this is the thing. If you created a character called Ribbon or Ribbons in the UK, and then you create a character, that wouldn't fly here. That's not an interesting title. That's not an interesting thing. Now, if they make them good, okay, but it's part of probably UK culture and American culture. I mean, like, I don't know how I would get excited about that. You know, I mean, what I'm saying is if he's a villain and if he's called Ribbons, that's stupid. You know, no, we really don't think about the most exciting bike ride in our life. Now, I don't know if that's a thing in the UK culture. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's going to be in an episode. Okay, maybe the episode's great. I don't know, but certain things that these titles, and if you notice the titles that they created, the titles that they created for these things are like titles that would never be used, period. Yeah. So they're trying to be diverse in their creating of names too that you've never heard before.
These sounds like the first run drafts of titles. Like, okay, this is what this is gonna be, and then when they finally put the show out, it's like, man, the main title you got now is a hell of a lot better than the one that you were throwing around, you were brainstorming about.
Now, Chibnall said he told the site it felt like a straightforward decision. It's not that controversial. Yeah, it is controversial. Yeah. That's a lie. It's very hard to think of many examples in a 55-year history where the Doctor takes a decision based upon gender. Well, your Moffat basically said that the Doctor was sexist as the first Doctor, so that just basically destroys your argument, even though we know the Doctor wasn't sexist. But the Doctor was a man. So, like, you know, it is what it is.
No, I didn't send you anything.
Now, hold on a second. Just talk for a second, Scott, please.
Yeah, basically, Chibnall sounds to me like he's trying to use this as another stepping stone in his career. Yes, he had Broadchurch, but the show titles were so much better between Russell T, and I'll even say it, and even Moffat had some great shows. But Chibnall, he's trying to become a czar. The fact that he would actually sue Microsoft and Apple over this, but I'm willing to give Doctor Who a chance. I am willing to sit down, watch a few episodes, and I'm praying.
I'm gonna watch the season 2. I mean, I'm a Doctor Who fan. I'm a Whovian, so I don't want it to be bland and sounding.
Yeah, bland. That's what I'm afraid of.
It's sounding bland, but with the greatest artwork you've ever seen. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and the name's so bland. It's like Enzo or whatever. It's Etzo. Like, okay, you know, we'll see.
You know, that name sounds like he pulled it from Assassin's Creed, almost.
I don't know. I think the biggest marketing mistake in history is going to be realized when they realize that the ratings drop because they never promoted it enough. And I can't stress it enough how they didn't promote it right. They didn't promote it right. We'll be doing another 100 casts on it. They didn't promote Series 11 right. Forget about your ideology about not giving away anything. You ruined the whole marketing for Series 11. Okay? This is not the way you promote the show that's been around for 55 years. You got to give a little. You got to show a picture. You got to show a trailer. You got to show something. Don't give us words because that's meaningless. And again, I can't get excited about doing a cast with these names without a picture to show what it is. Like, how you want us to promote? This is the thing. It's like everybody promotes Doctor Who for free. We're doing it, you know, casts on it, but like. Yeah. Which I guess you would like it to a point, you wouldn't like it to a point because they do flag people too, which is another thing. But you know, everybody's helping Doctor Who with the promoting of it, you know. Yeah. But give us something, like, please. Like, I'm tired of being like crumbs. Like, you're making the fans.
Remember the first Deadpool movie and the
They
self-promotion.
gave you a little.
Yeah, and self-promotion that everybody did for it. Chibnall, let people promote Doctor Who.
Yeah, don't flag people for showing pictures.
Coming out. But it's not going to hurt anything if you allow people to have a picture, so that way people are looking at the picture going, okay, this is our idea of which way this is going to go. This is how it's not going to hurt. It's going to be self-promoting you and your season.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's your teasers, and I'm sorry there's no enthusiasm in my voice, but I don't have anything to.
And if Chibnall's so excited, why have I not been able to find any Twitter pages for it?
And that was just a whole thing that just collapsed, and something broke. Because we were talking about that thing the other day, right? With the ghost thing, and like, for no reason, something just fell and broke. You know, it's not really the Doctor Who, but remember I was telling you, like, my phone went flying off the table?
Yeah.
And it happened today, it happened yesterday, it happened. This phone's going to shatter to a million pieces. It was on flat, so now we got fixtures falling apart and things breaking. I don't know what that was that just shattered. But I got to go now because I got to clean up this mess, whatever it is. All right. We'll be back with another cast as long as I'm still alive and here. All right. Take care. Bye for now.